President of Russia, he steps out of his vehicle, received by the commanding officer of the president's bodyguard, then shakes hands with the President Draupadi Murmu, and that warm shake hand with Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Now it is for the head of state of Russia to receive a tri-services guard of honor. A guard of honor is the highest respect that is given to a visiting head of state, followed by a 21-gun salute. This is the symbolic picture.
For Putin, Prime Minister Modi certainly is the bridge to the global south, a leader who keeps India's options open, refusing to be boxed in by Western alignments. For Prime Minister Modi, Putin represents continuity, a partner who understands India's insistence on autonomy in foreign policy. And the result is what Moscow continues to supply discounted oil, S-400 missile systems and defense maintenance support, while New Delhi balances its G20 diplomacy by refusing to isolate Russia. The bonhomie isn't just geopolitical.
Let's listen in. Now invite the Russian president to come and review the parade in his honor.
श्रीमान अंतर सेना सम्मान गार्ड निरीक्षण के लिए हजरत.
He says, Shriman Antar Sena Samman Garad Nirikshan ke liye hazir hai. The Tri-Services Guard of Honor is ready for your inspection or review. And with a smile on his face, the Russian president, one of the most powerful men in the world, is now ready to review the Army, Navy, and Air Force Tri-Services Guard of Honor. The music, the military music will start playing the moment, the second he turns right to review the parade as he inspects every guard. The guard commander will, his eyes will follow the president, the others will look straight and present arms. The president will now thank the guard commander. The guard commander once again salutes him, and then the president is escorted by the protocol officer back to the dais. He would then meet Prime Minister Narendra Modi, President Draupadi Murmu, and together they will go and meet the cabinet ministers. Both leaders will introduce the entire delegation to the respective heads of state and government, as is the protocol. So President Draupadi Murmu receives him, introduces him to her team, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, External Affairs Minister Dr. Jaishankar, Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal, seen in these images from a distance.
The Lieutenant Governor of
Delhi.
Delhi is present as well, and other senior...
The army chief, other diplomats, officials, all being introduced. The other bureaucrats, diplomats, officials of various departments, and then the Russian delegation, the ministers from the Russian side, the defense minister, the health minister, being introduced, each greeting President Draupadi Murmu and Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The Prime Minister, incidentally, has met some of these leaders even in the past. They've met him in the past. Dmitry Peskov, also seen in these pictures, the spokesperson of Kremlin, someone considered very, very close to President Putin. It's a 100-member Russian business delegation and, of course, a 7-member ministerial delegation that is accompanying President Putin. The aim is to diversify the relationship, widen the scope of the relationship between India and Russia, take it beyond defense, strategy, and energy. And when you talk about energy, take it beyond fossil fuel. Yes, there's a lot of conversation on Russian oil, LNG, small modular reactors, nuclear energy. Kudan, the fuel has just come in. Incidentally, in that exclusive conversation with India Today's Geeta Mohan and Anjana Om Kashyap, President Putin pointed out this fact that America continues to buy enriched uranium, fertilizers and other things from Russia, and they're telling India not to do so. So in a way, exposing the double standards of President Donald Trump. However, also making it very clear that India and Russia should engage with the United States. You know, he refused to give a character certificate, if I may, to President Trump, or to characterize him or his actions, saying he's a colleague. It's not for me to characterize him or to give him any certificate.